Welcome back to another video, everyone. Well, let me know if the audio is going to be better this video. I got a huge foam all around my camera. It's very, very interesting. I didn't want one of those huge raccoon tail looking things. I didn't feel like having a big old dangly thing all carrying around everywhere. I wanted something just sleek, something small, that way I can still fit the GoPro in my pocket. So we'll see how well the audio is going to be. It's supposed to be supposed to help with wind noise and whatnot, so we'll see how well it'll work. This is what I've been waiting for a while. I ordered it like almost forever ago, feels like, but finally in. So anyways, we're here today morning. It's gonna be a little bit busy of one. Basket is completely full. We want to move today, but that motor burnt out last night as we were filling up trucks, so we kind of got set back a little bit. So my dad's getting parts to fix that motor. I'm here gonna grease everything. My brother's gonna clean all the air filters and everything, and once we got everything serviced and the basket empty, we should be able to move out of here. Well, dang, I'm up here greasing a few U-joints, and I look over into this peanut elevator, and look what I find in here. I keep finding treasures. Look at that, some ancient piece of metal. That's cool. Well, the combines are greased. My brother's just finishing putting all the air filters back. My dad just showed up with the parts, so we're gonna quickly fix that little electric motor on that peanut basket, and we're gonna start filling up this truck. Hopefully move out of here before lunch. That's preferred. Those clouds off in the distance over there, that worries me that we won't be able to harvest today, but you never know what happens. Past couple of days it's been extremely cloudy every single morning. We haven't been able to start harvesting till like 4 or 5 o'clock and only go to like 9 o'clock, so, or 8 o'clock really. It's been very short days, but let's hope we can start making longer days. We're nearing the end of harvest season. New motor, and we're back up and running. While my dad fills up the semis, we're gonna leave here real quick. We're gonna bring as many trucks to the next field as possible. Then I'll come back with one, because we just need one truck to transfer or to move the conveyor and the shaker. And that way we don't have to bring everyone back to their trucks later. We can do it now while we're waiting to fill up trucks. There was no chance for rain, and we're getting sprinkles. What was this? I don't understand. We didn't ask for rain now. We're wanting to harvest. We're so close to the end. Back up. Basket's empty. Gonna unplug it, move this guy out of here. This basket just gets lifted up by these wheels right here for transport. We put the braces underneath there just so we don't break anything, but it's hooked up now. We're gonna move this guy out of the way. We're gonna unhook the conveyor, or first lower it, unhook it, tee up the wire, and then we'll hook that conveyor to the back of this shaker right here, and we can transport both this at the same time, just with the truck. Let's shove.
Go. Come on. Oh, just a second. No. There we go.
And we're just about ready to go. Well, I'm all hooked up, but apparently I gotta weld something on the conveyor real quick. Right here where we hook it up to the back. It's a little bit cracked right there, so we've already welded it previously, but I'm gonna weld it one more time just to make it a little bit stronger. Well, now we're moving to the next field. After this curve, get off the road, there's another person from the back. Well, now this is congested. We just passed our other shop where we have a diesel tank, and everyone forgot to stop by and fill up diesel. So now they're all turning around in the middle of the road, gonna go ahead and fill up diesel. But I guess while they go and do that, I'm gonna go and bring this shaker and conveyor to the bin side already. Well, we're at the next field. We're gonna end up setting this basket also here on the field. Corner is a little bit too uneven, so we gotta actually thresh this open a ways so we can actually make room to set up the basket. But I don't know if we're gonna do that today or not, because it did get rained on, and this is just not crunchy. These peanuts, I don't know if how well they're probably, well, they're Virginias. They do thresh a little bit easier than runners, so I don't know. It might still work. They're pulling off pretty easy. Yeah, honestly, it might work to even thresh a little bit. We'll see. Well, the weather sure cleared up. A little bit of sprinkling we got earlier, maybe a tenth or two. But now with this wind, we might be even be able to harvest today yet. At first we were like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna be harvesting today. It might be still way too wet by the time after lunch anyways, but now with this wind, we might even try. We'll see what it looks like. We're gonna thresh this area open here. And we have an area to set up the basket. And we might even, I guess, just take a look at how it's doing there, and if it's doing decent, we might even try it. Well, let's see, let's hope so. Because that would be nice, because we would like to knock out these peanuts as soon as possible. Now just to set everything up in the crazy wind again. It was calm today morning, and now it's just ridiculous. We got the well right over there with 480, so we just lead a wire from there to that panel box right there. Then we got electricity. That panel box will then feed electricity to the basket and to the conveyor. Well, after a few hours of wind blowing, we're gonna try and see if it works. It's currently 4 o'clock. That's been the routine these past couple of days. We start at like 4 or 5 o'clock. That's when the humidity finally dies down. And that's when we finally can actually start harvesting something. The wind is blowing pretty heavily towards the east right now, so we're wanting to start on the short rows. That way all the dirt and dust from the long rows doesn't blow onto the peanuts. So this way, we had it happen last year where 2 rows of peanuts got completely ruined because all the dust and dirt blew right on top of the row of peanuts. You couldn't even see the row there. It was just completely covered in dirt. So that's why we're starting at the short rows here. And we did just barely put a little bit of wood in the back end of the combine. You can see it right there. That's to prevent a little bit more wind from blowing up the rear of the combine. If you don't put that there, too much wind will blow back up in there and you'll just clog all those disc separators back there. Not a fun time to unclog it. I've done it before, and let me tell you, That's a pain. And we would like to bale this hay if we can. This hay didn't actually really, I mean, it got rained on a little bit, but not much, not as bad as the other fields. But if this wind keeps blowing too much, this whole windrow right here, it's gonna be blowing all over the place and we won't be able to bale it. But we'll see what happens. Well, it works and they're off. I am very shocked with that sprinkling that we had today morning. I guess with enough wind, anything will dry. But we're harvesting peanuts again. Well, we'll see. Everyone's saying that their combine is sounding super weird, so maybe we're just clogging them everywhere. So if he says it stopped, I don't know. We'll have to check something. Go ahead. Can't hear nothing wrong on my end. Sounds fine from here. I don't hear any broken bearings or anything like that. Everything looks fine, so I don't know what they're hearing. Looks normal to me. It's just all blowing away. That's ridiculous. Well, I mean, majority of it is staying, but we'll still have to bale some of it because there's so much hay right here. The air seat is not going to be able to go over that. It's just going to clog up and make things worse. Looks like there's already 2 buggyfuls in the basket here, so I'm gonna order a truck. I'm gonna call the Lone Star, tell them I need a truck already. They'll send one here. It might take them a little bit more than an hour because we are a lot further away than we were yesterday, but they should still be here. Plenty enough time. And the first truck is here. Already the 3rd truckload. Well, everyone else wants some coffee, so I guess I'm headed to town to go get everybody a large cup of Mickey D's. Tell you what, this coffee does not last very long. That's like already almost empty, and I haven't even dug into my dessert yet from supper. So I better hammer down with that before my coffee's empty. Last load of the day. It sounds like they're gonna start quitting here in a little bit. So I'm gonna take this 8000 series tractor right here. Let's turn on some lights, shall we? Where do you do that again on this new tractor? Oh, let's turn you quieter. Quieter. I have not driven this new tractor in a while, so I just. Oh, that did something. Ah, there we go. I thought that was another lever right here, but nope, I guess not. I'm just gonna move this this tractor off of the corner here because there's quite a bit of stickers and everything here, and I don't really feel like messing with that. So I'm just gonna park it closer to my truck over there, grease it for my brother because he's gonna start baling soon as they're done combining, which sounded they might be done here in like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes maybe. Yeah, we started baling some hay again. especially since this field, they're Virginias and the vines are a lot bigger than runners. It leaves so much hay that we just have to bale it. Air seeder would just not work. So yeah, I'll finish servicing this as much as I know, because I know very little about balers. I have never even ran the baler once. The most I've done is rake the hay, stack the hay, or stack the bales once it's done, and then run the swather. I've never actually run the baler before. That's mainly my dad's job and my brother's job. So I've pretty much just greased it before, and I've cleaned it. So I've done that, but I'll do what I can, what I know. That way my brother can just hammer down. Well, she's greased. Well, I asked if they needed anything else from me, but they didn't say anything. So I guess I'm going home. It's just about 12, so this is the first day that we actually were able to make a later day, because humidity actually let us this time around. So good thing. I think we finished, I want to say, finished maybe 80 acres today. We only started, what, 4 o'clock? Then it was finally a little bit drier. I guess the sprinkling in the morning kind of affected it. But anyways, I guess that's it for this video. As always, I do appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.